Good morning, and the verse I would like to share with everyone this morning is found in Numbers chapter 32, verses 17 and 18. It's actually two verses. Um, Numbers 32, verses 17 and 18. But we ourselves will go ready armed before the children of Israel until we have brought them unto their place. And our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. The story around these verses, and the context of these verses, is that the children of Reuben and the children of Gad wanted to have the land that was on the other side of Jordan before they actually got into the land of Canaan. They preferred to have that land because they saw that um, it was land that was good for their sheep and things like that and their cattle, and they wanted to have that land for their cattle and things like that. And Moses, when they came to him asking him if they could have that land rather than an inheritance along with their brothers on the Canaan side of Jordan, they Moses thought they were trying to, and perhaps they really were trying to just get the easy way out and not have to go into Canaan and fight all the people of Canaan. However, the children of Gad and of Reuben, the Reubenites and Gadites, uh, were were not uh, were not all averse to the fighting that was going to happen in Canaan, because when Moses told them that the only way he would allow them to have that land, that God would allow them to have that land rather, on the opposite side of Jordan, was if they actually went in and fought alongside their brothers to win Canaan, even though they weren't going to have part of that land. And so they did not have anything against that. They went along right with what Moses said, as we see in these verses 17 and 18. And that teaches me something very interesting. Even though the Reubenites and the Gadites, I think you said Gadites, I don't remember, even though they were not going to receive an inheritance on the Canaan side of Jordan, even though they weren't going to receive a physical reward for what they were going to be fighting for, at least not of what they were winning alongside their brothers, they did not have any problem with helping their brothers uh, with the fighting that was going to happen. They were willing to help even when they were not going to have an immediate reward aside from what they had already asked for, which was the land on the opposite side of Jordan, on the opposite side from Canaan. They asked for the land of the of Jazer, yeah, land of Jazer and the land of Gilead. Um, and what that teaches me is that we should be willing to help even when we have other priorities, other things that need to be done. Not that we need to sacrifice what we need to do and our responsibilities to help others, because you can go wrong doing that as well. But that we should be willing to set aside what we really need to do later or something like that as soon as possible in order to help someone else who may need our help more than we actually need, more urgently than we need to get done our responsibility. And I have a lot of problem with that. I'm only being honest here. I have a lot of problem with that, unfortunately, because when I have my responsibilities, I want to get them done as soon as possible so I can get them just done and out of the way and I don't have to worry about them anymore. And many times I do not help my family the way I should because of that. And this verse is showing me what my parents have always been trying to teach me, what every good parent tries to teach their child, is that you should be willing to help other people, even if that means sometimes you have to set aside less urgent responsibilities you have to help that person who has a more urgent need. So that's the idea that came to mind when I was reading these verses, and I thank the Lord that He showed this to me today, because I will work to apply it, and I will let it help me in my day-to-day life. And I hope it helps you all as well.